Welcome to episode 5 of Origins Unknown podcast. My name is Chris Holt, and here is the long-awaited part 2 of Spirits Watch You Eat.
We are back with my fellow Canadian and highly sought-after intuition expert and psychic medium, Lynn Nicholls. Chris, the response to part 1 has been hilarious. A lot of people in my life have picked up on parts of your reading that they think were intended for me. And I can only imagine what my friends and family will think of part 2.
Yeah, and this week, however, we put you, Claire, into the hot seat. And for those of you who like to watch, we have created a YouTube channel that shows footage of us recording every episode. We highly recommend that you subscribe and watch this and the previous episode to see our facial expressions. Part of this exercise was to make sure we maintained a poker face. And what you will see if you watch the channel is that Claire most definitely does not have a future in poker. No offense.
What you didn't see was that I was also very sweaty. So embarrassing. Since we aired last week's episode, even more of Lynn's predictions have come true. In this episode, there is a hair-raising moment where Lynn gives me a last name of a possible birth family. This triggered me to do something that typical adoptees do, which is Google until 2 a.m.
Yeah, and this is something that non-adoptees won't truly understand after years of knowing nothing. When an adoptee gets a lead, there's a rush of adrenaline and an exhaustive search that ensues for origins unknown.
Chris and I will do an update episode as we go through our journey. And when we started, we were very skeptical of this whole process, but I, for one, am in shock of all we found.
We hope you enjoy this episode as much as we enjoyed recording it. Let us know what you think by reviewing, liking, sharing, and subscribing.
We would also like to thank our very first Patreon, username Dr. Dro, for subscribing at the OUP Adopted AF tier. Make sure to subscribe and check out our Patreon for bonus episodes, Patreon-only perks, pre-release of Adopted AF merch.
Enjoy!
Bye!
I think I walked the long way home. Now fall, just pick me up and hold me close when things get rough. And you never walk the road alone, 'cause we've all got our origins unknown.
Claire, what's your full name, hon?
Claire Danielle Huntington. That's all I
You've
got.
got the ELLE name too, the Danielle.
And we have the same initials, which is kind of weird.
You do?
We figured that out early on, and we're like, what are the chances?
Well, I figured it out when I was doing our workflow organization and I did my initials. I was like, CH. Oh, no, I'll do my initials. Like, what's your middle name? And he's like, David. I was like, ugh. Now I have to do CHR. Like, just ruined my entire flow chart. That's okay.
That's okay. That's totally fine. Okay. Claire, how's your right hip?
Yeah, there's some been some pain in my hip lately, some circulation.
Yeah. I'm not deathly worried about it, but it's going to need to be taken care of. I'm not saying surgically. I don't know, but it's going to need to be taken care of. Fixed. Let me see. I've just had these names flying at me. Do you have cards like tarot cards or angel cards or something like that?
One of my friends sends me her TikTok tarot cards that she gets every day.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
And then I got my first TikTok tarot card reading today, which was super creepy, but...
Oh, that's okay. So that was today. No problem. That's why it comes up. And I know lots of people have cards, tarot cards, angel cards, whatever. It's just because that happened today. So Spirit likes to validate that they're with you. And reference something you did in the last 24, sometimes 48 hours. So you also have some friendly neighborhood ghosties and spirits hanging around with you. So awesome. Okay. Who is Gary?
My dad.
Okay. Biological or adoptive dad?
Adoptive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he a tall guy?
Not super tall.
Like he's not
taller than me.
6'4".
No. Is there, yeah.
I'm
I
getting
do
a
have someone
lot of
tall.
height. Like really tall?
Someone in my life is really tall. Yeah.
Okay. Let me get to him in a second. And is Dad a banker?
Dad's an accountant.
Oh, cool. I just see dollar signs and
Mm-hmm.
numbers. So
Yes. Number nerd.
He did that eye thing.
Don't tell her my
don't
toes.
So-
do that.
Yeah, no doll eyes. No doll eyes.
Yeah.
That's
He's
not
a numbers
creepy
guy.
at all. Okay. Interesting.
Take that, ghosts.
There you go.
You could scare your own ghosts. Seriously, not joking.
No, and you know what? You're actually not joking, Chris, because you have total control over it. Like your spirits. Ghosts freak me out. I really don't deal with ghosts. I just deal with spirits. But you're in total control. If you say go away, they have to go away. Rules. Okay.
Oh.
Shoot. I wish I could read my own writing. Is there a Brianna or a Brian? Or BRN? Brandon?
No. I talked about someone today in passing, but they have no meaning in my life. But my brother's middle name is Bryn. But my friend was talking about a guy she liked on TikTok. Yeah.
And what is his name?
Brian, but I called him Brendan by accident. And she's like,
That's
that's
all
not
it
his
is.
name. Oh, okay.
That's all it is. You have nosy spirits. That's all.
Oh,
That's very
good.
cool. Yeah, it's actually really good. And I'm not like all woo woo and weird, but it's nice to know that you're never alone. I guess. Okay. What is your connection to Boston?
I don't know. Nothing that I can think of.
And you didn't just go to Boston Pizza.
Mm-mm.
Just checking. No, I keep hearing about Boston, and I know that's clear across the continent pretty much for you, but keep it in mind. Is your original family of French origin?
I don't know. I have no idea. But I speak French. I learned it on my own. So.
Okay, that's awesome. And it sounds very French because I'll speak French and it just sounds like a English person speaking French. But I've got a bunch of spirits speaking French to me. So either A, that means you're of French descent, or B, they're referencing your bilingualism. But I do think in your background somewhere there is a Francophone descent. So you probably come by that very naturally.
Okay.
And what's wrong with your tongue or your palate? You don't have like a canker sore or something?
No, like currently or like my mouth?
A recurring issue here. Chris, don't say she talks too much.
I do talk too much, but so does he. So we balance each other out.
I talk too much shit.
I had to get my jaw completely spaced out. I had spacers from the time I was little. They say a retainer that pushed my jaw out. I didn't grow teeth on the bottom. I've had Invisalign and like 2 teeth on the bottom. I've had Invisalign. I'm going to be getting dental surgery. I've had jaw bone graft surgery. I'm going to get another one.
Okay.
I had braces.
Okay. So you're getting more, yay, you have a beautiful smile.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
I guess it was all worth it. You're having more dental surgeries upcoming?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm just feeling like, that's why I got that canker sore feeling, like almost that, if you have a cold sore or a canker sore, that raw feeling, how awful that is. That's what I was feeling. So I'm not saying you're going to get canker sores, but that's probably a reference to the dental stuff coming up. And
Well, I did burn my tongue last night on hot soup, so I don't know if that means anything. I don't know.
It could, because sometimes there is overlap. It could. Who's or
I have a friend with a name. Just one of my good friends.
what's the name, if you don't mind?
So I have a friend. So I have a dog in my life, Jake. I have a
Oh,
friend.
that's the Jake Jackie thing from Chris.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a friend.
Okay. That's okay. I just get Jason's, JS's.
Yeah, I have a good friend named Jason. I just played Fortnite with him a couple nights ago.
Okay, cool. And that's just spirit letting you know what, we like the people around you. We do. You're very particular about the people you hang out with, and you're not 26, are you?
No, I am 33, but I was just talking about one of my friends who was 26 today, actually.
Oh,
with that exact friend.
Yeah. Okay. I kept hearing 26, and not that you don't look 26, don't get me wrong, but I was like, I don't think she's 20s. I think Matt said you were 30, just over 30. Okay. Oh, and Richard is who? Rick.
My grandfather.
Gone? He's the one that's hanging out and watching and doing.
Oh.
I know all your friends. That's him. Just so you know. And did he have a lady around him named Kate, or do you?
And sorry, it's not Richard. It's Robert. Now that I think of it, but immediately he came to mind. But that's my aunt, who was very close with his daughter.
Oh,
Kate.
And she's living though?
No.
Oh, she's gone too.
No, she's passed. Yeah.
Okay. So sometimes I have trouble differentiating living and dead because we're all the same as far as I'm concerned. Okay. So it's not Richard, it's Robert.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting that at the beginning of this, I used Robert as an example of like, if I say Robert, like sometimes I'll use Robert, sometimes I'll use my name, sometimes I'll use Catherine, Kathy, Kate, and Lynn, something like that. So interesting. And do you normally wear hats?
Yeah.
Okay. I know Chris does, obviously, but I'm just getting a lot of hats. Don't they give you headaches?
Sometimes.
They give you headaches?
Sometimes. I have to look really cute.
Oh my goodness. If a hat gave me a headache, I wouldn't wear a hat.
You got to understand women.
Pain is beauty. Pain is beauty.
Pain is beauty. Yes. No pain, no gain. That's your world, right? So no pain, no beauty. And okay, who is Rose?
No
Rose,
clue.
Rosie, Rosemary. ROS. Ross.
No clue.
Oh, I have a friend named Rosalind.
There we go. It's that's okay. No problem. Just people coming up around you. And what does this mean? In this case, nothing. And in most cases with your friends, nothing. It's very neutral. So there's nobody I'm saying, oh my gosh, you got to watch out. And there's no like, holy crap, this is awesome. This is just a good friend. And that's why they're coming. Their presence in your life is just being validated, and that's all good. And do you like country music, Claire? Do you sing? Country music. Yeah. Do you sing country music? Cool. Okay.
That I didn't know.
We won't judge you. Yeah, and I purposefully did not look at your Instagram. I didn't want to know anything about you. So I just
you wouldn't see it on my Instagram.
Oh,
now we're gonna have to do an episode where you just sing country music.
Well, you know what, Chris? She's eventually, and I don't know how she's going to do it, but she is going to be singing on stage with a country singer, like a relatively famous country singer. I almost thought it was Reba McEntire. I know she's a little old school, but that's the vibe I'm getting.
This could help our podcast. No, just joking.
Start singing, Claire.
Lean into it.
Just go get my guitar.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you hints every day. It's like, hey, how's the playing going? How's the singing?
There you go. No, so there is you've got, and I like you said, you've never put country music out there. You've never put your singing voice out there. You might have to. And I'm not trying to force you, but I think if you do that, that would open up more doors than you've ever seen. Just so you know. Anyhow, back to you. Because she's trying not to show any emotion. It's very funny. She's so cute. Who's Carl? Or Carol?
Oh, I was just talking to her. She's one of our adoptees.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you notice how I had to say the name like, who's Carl or who's Carol? Like I kind of felt funny and I don't know why. So
she's 15.
Okay. Oh, that's why. Okay. Because I'm like, what's going on here? I know I'm not a Val girl, but it's like, what is going on? And I was like, couldn't figure out why the heck I was talking like that. Okay. Oh God, 15-year-old girls. Okay. No problem.
Shout out to Carol. You're the best.
Hey, Carol. So we're not insulting you, Carol. Yeah. Not insulting you. It's just my way of picking up on the teenage vibe. And I had a 15-year-old daughter once who is now 23 and I don't want to hurt her anymore. So that's good. Anyways, back to country music. No. Why am I seeing pumpkins? That's weird. Is your birthday on Halloween?
All right, right around there.
What
But
day?
I was October 2nd.
Okay. That's too far. What's the Halloween? What's the pumpkin reference?
I was looking up dogs today, and one of them was named Pumpkin.
That's fine.
and I sent a message to the lady on Craigslist.
Oh my God, this is the most entertainment I've had in a long time. Okay, again, no big deal. It's just the other side validating that they're with you. If you need them, you just think or say, fix this, improve this, make my life the best it could be, and they will do it for you. And they have I don't speak to angels and spirit guides per se and big holy beings. I speak to your relatives, your loved ones, your friends that have passed on. They are not angels. They don't turn into angels. They still maintain their personality. And it's like, hey, I saw you looking at a dog named Pumpkin. So, they'll just be outing you, so to say.
Okay.
Valerie or Virginia? Vera?
I have no V names that I can even think of.
Valerie, Virginia, VR. Okay, keep it in mind. Could be coming up. Could happen tomorrow. The way your guys seem to work on the other side is probably coming in the next 24 hours. How am I going to say this? Do you have a real job?
Mm-hmm.
Are you a server?
I used to be, but not anymore.
Yeah, we all used to be. Or do you just eat a lot of takeout?
I got takeout today. I have a few times this week, twice this week.
Is that more than normal?
Yeah.
Okay. They're just teasing you about the restaurant food. That is all.
Well then.
Are you vegetarian, Claire?
I'm a vegan.
Your iron's really low. Just so you know, that's why you've been foggy lately. So she can't do it. We're going to give up on her, Chris.
Okay. Yeah, no, I just bought iron pills and have been talking with a friend that I like my under eyes. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and it's just like get your iron, get it in there. You also get what do you call that? Restless leg or creepy crawlies. You need more potassium or magnesium. I can't remember which one it is. So have a banana or a potato or whatever the heck it is.
Yeah, you can get electrolytes for that.
Yeah, that's true. Blah, that's true.
I'll take the potatoes.
Yeah. Fried.
Give me all the potatoes. Poutine.
Poutine. He knows poutine.
Okay. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I've just been struggling with that lately.
Yeah, and that's okay. And it's nothing I'm actually worried about. So whatever you're doing, whatever path you're taking with that, you're doing all the right things. Claire, do you have a cactus? Do you have several cacti?
Yes.
Okay.
You do? Nice.
I don't know where I don't know where they are. I don't know. I don't need to know where they are. But that's where your friends on the other side like to congregate, in that room. So wherever that is, that's where they like to be.
Okay.
And the corner of your either kitchen table or coffee table, is the corner broken off?
It's like chipped like a little bit.
On the corner? The corner closest to a window?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. They're standing like right there too. Just so you know. No big deal. But and I'm not saying to create something with your mind, but if you walk close to that area, through the area, just notice if you feel really cool, if you feel tingly, if something changes in how you feel, but try not to make it happen. You know what I mean? Like, don't expect it to happen. Just forget I've said it. Just forget, amnesia, Men in Black, zip, zip, memory erased. And
Okay.
Go there. So are you originally American?
No, I don't think so.
I'm getting a lot of, strangely enough, American presidents. Are you going to Mount Rushmore? No, we can't cross the border.
No, you're getting the vibe that I'll be in America, or
American president, like a strong American vibe. But usually I would just get an American flag. But so now I don't understand why I'm getting American presidents specifically. So I can't figure that out. And I've learned over the years to try not to interpret things, because I could really F it up. So remember American presidents. That, and I shouldn't have interpreted it. I shouldn't have said Mount Rushmore, but that's what it reminds me of. Or we could think about $100 bills. And I think, why don't we go that route? And that would be lovely.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Alexa, please play Money Tree by Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
And who's Heather?
I don't know Heather.
Okay, don't know a Heather ever. I don't like the vibe. I'm not saying anything to all the Heathers out there. That's not a Heather in general reference. So just be careful if you meet one. Just keep your intuitive antenna up and make sure you don't get taken advantage of, okay?
I'm coming for you, Heather.
I see you. Oh, and Sandy.
Sandy. Bad or good?
I live in Sandy.
You live in where?
Sandy, the town I live in, is called Sandy.
Get out of town. Okay, out of town. I didn't mean to say that. Okay. Oh, cool.
Get out of Sandy.
Get out of Sandy.
Anything bad about Sandy?
No, I quite like it. I've never heard of it, but I like it. Do you have a ditch in front of your house, Chris?
No. I mean, there's construction, but not a ditch.
Have they dug a hole?
They're building a building, so they're putting in rebarb and concrete foundations.
Oh, so it's not a ditch. It's just they've dug something out. Okay, that's all it is. Okay, no big deal. Not worried about you. I think I'm just telling Claire so much about, oh, you've got spirits around you. You've got spirits around you. Your spirits may have gotten a little, hey, tell Chris we're around him too. We're in Sandy, right near the ditch. So they're just...
Can I ask a question? So can these spirits, I mean, I'm guessing they can defy distance and time and they can just show up?
Correct.
Okay.
Absolutely correct.
Okay.
Because time and space doesn't exist on the other side. We created time, so they can be anywhere, anytime, just by thinking it.
Got it.
Which is pretty cool.
That's cool.
Claire, what would you like to know about her? What do you have questions about?
We didn't really get into anything about my past or my history.
Yeah, let's do that.
If you don't mind.
Not at all. Do you know anything about your past or your history? Yes.
I found out I was born, actually, no, I'm not going to tell you.
No, don't talk.
Yeah. I was like, shh.
Yeah, I was too. I was like, oh, shoot. I was writing and I'm like, no, stop talking, Claire.
I did it. You guys, I did it. I stopped myself.
Did it. 10 thumbs up. So are you connected to a bay? I know that sounds weird, but I don't even know what to say. Oh,
San Francisco Bay.
You're not near San Francisco, though, are you?
No, but I go there to get tattooed a lot. So.
Oh, it's you. Okay. Geez, you have somebody pushing through, Chris. I don't know who it is, but I'm going to, if you don't mind, try and ignore them for a second.
That's fine.
So is there a connection to a William, Claire?
Mm-hmm.
Who is this?
So that is my adorable niece, or sorry, nephew, man niece.
Man niece. This is my man niece.
Yeah, well.
That is so confusing when you say it out loud. I'm like, man niece. What?
And then it's also my mom's maiden name.
That's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want. This is your adoptive mom?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's just the William family coming through. The Williams family coming through. Was there a Harry or a Henry there?
Harold is my grandfather on the Huntington side.
Oh, wrong side. Okay, because as soon as I said the family's coming through, I said, yeah, tell her Harry's here. Say hi, just a big hello. So all the sides, even though your families on both sides may not have hung out together or may not have even known each other, because you guys are a common denominator, they will hang out together on the other side because they're part of this big group. And even if adoptive parents and bio parents have passed, they're hanging out together too, which is always amazing. It's like they made this pact. You know what? I'm not going to be able to have I'm not going to be able to take care of triplets, so I'm going to pass them on to you. That is my gift to you. And then I'll catch you on the other side. So were you adopted a little later in life? Were you 3 or 4? Did you get lost? You don't have to. It's okay. It's just that age for me really jumps out for you.
So I had someone come into my life at 3 or 4. That's a strong presence.
Okay. Male?
Female. But I don't want to lead you.
No, male name? Or gender neutral name?
Nope.
If not, don't worry. Okay. Well, you don't eat hot dogs. Did you have a hot dog today? I guess there's vegan hot dogs.
I had
meatless hot dogs. Meatless hot dogs.
Okay. Of course there is. Okay. Yeah. Just Harold saying, I was just with you today, honey. You had a hot dog. So he's just hanging out.
Hey, Grandpa. Hey, Grandpa.
Aw, that's so cute. Yeah, 3, 4 comes up as a significant age, an age of change. That's why I thought maybe you were adopted at that age. So whoever came into your life, obviously, like you said, significant impact. But I do get a strong male vibe there. So I don't know if this woman, and I'm not trying to be sexist or anything, just came across with more of an authoritarian type personality. I don't mean mean, but just very... It sounds so sexist, so I do apologize, but more of a manly vibe, powerful, strong, take control. That's what I'm getting off. So I apologize for mixing that up. Do you know, do you still have contact with her?
She passed.
Sorry.
Actually.
Did she have a really bad right knee?
She had some difficulties.
I'm just getting a lot of pain in the knees for some reason. Oh, okay. Hold on. What's her name? Diane?
Mm-mm.
I get 2 names. Do you know who the AM name is, or AN and Diane? Amy, Ann.
Mm-mm.
Okay. That's the names I keep getting around you. Interesting. So, okay. Did you live in Calgary, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That's, This is interesting. There's something about the geography of where you live that's got me stumped. So, do you live in, you live in Calgary proper? Or just outside? Right inside?
Inside. But what are you thinking?
Something's weird about where you live.
We're going to have a fun editing time with Zach.
Yeah,
It's like,
just
Zach,
we're gonna,
Zach.
this, cut this out. This, cut this out.
Oh, is that Zach? That's our Zach.
Oh, I get. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. That makes sense.
The Zed, quick Zed name. Okay, yeah, you might need Zach for this. And what is going on here? Did you just, okay, gosh, you guys, what your spirits and your food, did you just have, and I know you're vegan, sushi? Okay, okay, onward. Okay.
I love how these spirits are just tattletaling on the stuff we're eating.
Totally.
It's so funny.
It's because
Nom, nom,
food
nom,
is
nom, nom.
such a pleasure. Yeah. So my country superstar friend here, who is, I'm not going to say this right. Lucius, Aloysius, Lucien, yeah. Don't know yet. It's okay if you don't. Okay.
Lucien?
No, you know what? I wanted to say that, but I'm pulling back. Instead of Lucien, it's Lush something. And I'm not.
Is it like an S or?
It's Lucius, Aloysius. I want to say SH more than just S.
One of my best friends' last name is Lush, and her
there we
username is.
That's what it is. It's her. Okay. Harold likes her. Is she really attractive?
She's like super tall and like a total babe and like super fun.
He's just saying. She's just gorgeous. And I'm not trying to be a model, but there's something to do with how she looks that is going to move her forward. Okay. So that means either maybe it is modeling, maybe it is acting, maybe I don't know, but her looks are going to carry her forward. Who's
my uncle?
Because I know, Chris, you told me that was part of your name, but it's not you. I'm just hearing about living or gone.
Living.
Does he have diabetes?
He has some. I don't know if he has diabetes, but he is.
It's a blood issue.
Kate's husband.
I'm not saying I'm worried. I'm just saying there's some level off in his blood, but no big deal. And I know I'm jumping all over the place, but it's just one of those days. The age 10 jumps out for you.
Which one?
You, Claire.
Yeah.
Age 10. Was there a big move at that time?
It was when I realized that I was struggling with depression and mental health. Yeah.
That's young. Okay. Everything you've gone through is meant, I hate to say this, and it sounds like a cop-out, but you needed to have these experiences young because you're just like a 1,000-year-old soul. So you went through it all really young, and just to get all this bit out of the way to make the rest of your life easier, just so you know. You're doing a pretty good job. And the problem is when you're a perfectionist and you're being pressure is being put on you to be perfect, you're getting a double whammy because you will never feel good enough. But I'm telling you, you are good enough. And from what I can see, and you're how old again? Sorry.
33.
33. 1, 2. Oh, so it's 35. I think that's when you're on stage. If you get moving on it, 35, 36, just so you know. And anything about goji berries makes sense. I've heard of them. I don't know a lot about them. Goji berries or cranberries?
And not that that comes to mind.
Okay, keep it in mind. That's all. I'm not worried about it. I'm just getting it. Let me look. Do you have a biological sister? Okay. There's somebody out there then that looks a hell of a lot like you. Like a lot. And do you have Joe or Joanne around you? Okay. You have a sister. I'm wondering if her name is Deanna, Dina, Diana, something along those lines. I think she, I don't know if that's a name or a city name. I'm trying to spell it out. That's why I'm just staring at my paper here. I think she's in. Were you you're in Alberta? Were you originally from Manitoba?
Saskatchewan.
Oh, the other way. Okay, I went the wrong way. Because she's still in beside Alberta. She's not in Alberta, but she's in right beside it. What's an allegory? Geez, I've heard that before. Anybody know the definition of allegory?
Allegory.
Isn't it a religious story that pertains to something that's going on? Like, or it's a story that...
Okay, you're very close. A story, poem, or picture that can be interpreted to reveal a hidden meaning, typically a moral or political one. So I don't know why that's coming up around you. Just keep it in mind. So I have no clue. All I'm hearing is just say allegory, just say allegory. And I honestly have never used that word. And she's leaning over.
There we go. She's a painter.
Oh, that's beautiful. You
right.
made that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you will be, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you how to do it. But at some point, you are going to create an allegory that's going to go bananas.
I also create stories and films.
Cool. Okay. So
short
whatever.
words.
Look up the definition, and I'm not trying to encourage you to do it or run in that direction. But at some point, you're going to get, like all artists do, an inspiration, and it's like anything with your intuition. It'll be very subtle. It'll be very fleeting. But you better damn well do it, or I'm going to be coming to find you. So
yeah, I will say that in my TikToks and other stuff, it's gotten very like storytellery and
okay.
cool. Yeah. So that was just a direction I've been asking if I need to keep going in. So
go in that direction. Yes. And I don't know. And what
I told you that
seemed. Yeah. In one of your many.
Lynn, I'll send you my stuff when we're done.
Your past here's what your past keeps coming up like in my head. Around and around and around. So the same pattern has kept recirculating itself for years and years and years. And I think you're just at the final end. So I think by the time, I would say, I feel a lot better for you. I don't know if it's in August, which is the 8th month, or 8 months from now, which would be October. So more around your birthday. So don't get frustrated that you're frustrated, because that's just going to make the frustration last longer. So watch how things unfold over the next 8 months. I'm not saying don't put any effort into your life, but just be a very objective observer instead of an emotional observer, because you just get a little too emotional about things, which is totally understandable. And that's okay. You just put a lot of pressure on yourself. So we go back to that need to be perfect, and nobody needs to be perfect. Did you ever break your left ankle?
No, I injured my left leg though.
Badly?
Yeah, like to the point of getting like it's like swelled up. I tore my whole front quad and.
Okay, but your ankle's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Oh wait, I had drop foot in my left ankle.
I have no clue what that is.
What's drop foot?
Oh, it's where like you have a circulation and like you know how you can lift up your foot.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It just goes. It's like thunk. It's
Oh,
like
you have no control.
thunk, thunk, thunk.
Interesting.
Yeah, drop foot for a bit.
Does that tend to reoccur?
No, but I've been feeling like I've been having some circulation and like other issues and stuff like that, like some worries.
Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. But I go back to, in general, I am not worried about your health. I'm not worried about your health at all. Yeah. So just your past is just a merry-go-round. It's a carousel of the same events in my mind. Same events, but different story, different day, over and over. And it just matched the age you were in. And now it's coming to the end of it. And there's not going to be a grand finale by any means. It's just going to be, okay, next chapter. Here we go. So I think you're just about to hit some really good years and leave it. Yes. I don't want to say you're going to forget your past, because it does become part of us, but it's made you, like it makes everybody into who you are. So this is where maybe all your allegories come from, or your stories. But you've got great things to do. Both of you do. You really do. And it's just, we just got to get you singing and you TikToking a little more, Chris.
All right. I don't know if I can do more, but I got it. I got it.
Who's got the Ash name around them? Ashton?
Ashley is one of my closest cousins to me.
And did one of you just have wait, I know there's moose in Calgary. Why am I seeing a moose, but atypical? 3-legged moose, mean anything? Okay.
I don't know about 3-legged, but I had one run past my backyard in the city the other day.
Come on.
Yeah, and there's 3 of them.
Oh, there's 3 moose, not 3-legged moose.
I was like,
sorry.
Whoa, that would be an amazing moose.
That would be an amazing moose. Okay, sorry. 3 moose. That's all it is. Yeah. So you know what? If all I have to tell you is you got moose running in your backyard, which I think is pretty cool. I didn't know. I guess they come into the city. I don't know. But I think you guys have some pretty cool going on. What else would you like to know, Claire or Chris?
I don't know. I thought this far exceeded anything that I kind of thought up in my head.
Oh, well, thanks. Who is Dawn?
Dawn. I don't know.
D-O-N or D-A-W-N? Donald. Don't know?
Mm-mm.
It got thrown at me like a dodgeball to the face. So
I mean, I have an Uncle Donald, but he's alive.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah. And who just had licorice? What's the licorice thing?
No, me. I don't like licorice.
No, me neither. It's like flavored plastic.
Oh, it's the worst.
Yeah. No licorice thing? Okay, don't worry about it. See how it comes up in the next 48 hours.
Oh, gross.
Oh, gross.
When I think of you two working together and what your goals are and what your plans are, what I do is I picture it just as like a graph, and there are no huge downward lines. It's like, okay, up, 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 and I don't get a crash. So as long as you guys keep doing, as long as you keep doing what you're doing, you're on the right path. So you stop drinking so much coffee, and I think we're all good.
I'll go to tea. That's fine. Yeah.
Tea's good. So you start singing. Yeah. You start singing.
Yeah.
You little less coffee, go to tea. I think you guys are great. Yeah, and seriously, if something comes up in the next little while, I'm like, oh, I remember what you were talking about now, because it happens all the time. Shoot me a message, and I'm more than happy to answer. Not a problem.
Okay. Well, this was illuminating, and I can confidently say that I can see why people would go this route or choose this route. And I feel like I feel like you spoke about things with such confidence that it's hard to sit here and say, nah, like this stuff is just a bunch of BS. Because you did touch upon some things that, like some things you could obviously find on the internet, but a lot of things you couldn't.
Sure.
So, but yeah, I think the one thing for me now is that I'm just going to think that there's spirits around me all the time and I'll be freaked out because I don't like ghosts. And I don't, you know?
And you know what? And they're always around, but consider it like I said before, like radio waves or TV waves. They're just on a different plane right now. So they won't bug you. They won't.
Yeah.
And if you're a good person, you will not attract bad things.
Okay.
So don't worry about that. Hey, and you know what? If they are, just ask them to vacuum or something. Give it a go. You never know.
All right. Well, Claire, do you have anything to say? I'm shaking.
That was very profound. No, it's been a pleasure
Everybody's
talking
jealous.
to both of you.
Yeah, thank you so much. This has been amazing, and I can confidently, recommend this. I feel like this is something that, just forget adoptees. I think just in general, I think it's a really cool medium. But I feel like you really presented it in a way that just feels very authentic to me. So I appreciate that.
If you'd like to connect with us on Instagram or TikTok, you can find us at
Origins Unknown Podcast.
You can follow my co-host at
Beyond the Tats.
You can find me at
Sea Bear Huntington. We're also on Twitter. Follow us at
Unknown Podcast. If you'd like to visit our website, it's
originsunknownpodcast.com. Also, if you'd like to send us questions, share your story, or even just say hi, you can send us an email at
hello@originsunknownpodcast.com. Special thanks to Pace Randolph for writing, performing, and producing the audio for our podcast. Follow him on Spotify for more wonderful music.